Now by representatives from Gonzaga University, the 2010 Zappos.com WCC champions. A couple notes, that is the third WCC tournament title for Gonzaga, second consecutive, champions in 2007, 2009, and now in 2010. Head coach Kelly Graves and student athletes Heather Bowman, who is the first player in tournament history to earn 4 all-tournament honors in her career, and Courtney Vandersloot, the WCC tournament MVP. She's the second player in history to earn the tournament MVP honors 2 times in her career. We'll take an opening statement from Coach Graves and then questions for the student athletes.
Well, first of all, I do want to congratulate Julie Rousseau and the Pepperdine team. I thought they had a great run, and I thought really the whole year I thought Pepperdine was we were the 2 best teams, and it proved to be that way at the end. But they played hard in that first half. Played us very close. But second half, we kind of got things rolling. We rebounded the basketball better and got our transition going. I've often said, I think from rebound to finish, this is as fast as any team in the country. And we didn't get a lot of those today, but we got enough to get that our tempo going. I thought our defense was terrific again today, and I do just want to look at these 2 over here. It makes my job a lot easier when I have these kind of the talented players, but more than that, just competitors. There was no way Courtney or Heather were going to let us lose, regardless of how close they got. So I didn't realize Heather 4 years in a row, 4 years first team all conference. My goodness, that's pretty impressive. Well deserved.
All right, with that, we'll take questions for the student athletes, please.
I think it's one of those things that, we have so many threats out there that they have to take away something. And tonight it seemed like they were taking away, our wings, our shooters out there. So it freed up the basket for me.
No, I don't think so. I have a lot of confidence in this team, and we've been in a position before where we've been behind at half, or teams have gone on runs with us. So I think we all knew that we had to pull it out. We just knew that we had to buckle down, play some defense, and get it going. But I don't think anyone wavered at all.
No, I think it was just we knew that in the championship game of a tournament, it's not going to be easy. No team is going to just roll over and quit for us. And so we knew that we just had to keep our composure and get back into our style of play, and we'll end up on top.
I think so. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm going to hold on to it for as long as I can.
That's a great question. I don't know. Craigslist is a wonderful thing. No, actually, I don't know where they go. But if Heather wants to keep it, she can keep it.
Other questions for our student athletes?
Where do I start with Bo? It's one of those things, it's just a great player to play with as a point guard. I've said it like a million times this year, so I'm sure you've all heard it, but she really does make my job easy as a point guard. Having someone that I can just throw the ball to and she's going to score and can score at will. And so, it's incredible to have a player like that on any team, especially for a point guard.
I know, man, right to the top.
The love in here.
No, I mean, talk about those scoring records, everything. I wouldn't be scoring, nearly as much as I have been able to without Courtney. I know that she's going to find me. I know that she's just a magical passer. She's going to get you the ball if you're in position, so that gives me a lot of confidence, and she really just gets this team going. She's kind of the engine for us, so that means a lot, and that really helps our team confidence and flow.
Heather, you feel like you guys are better positioned, better team than a year ago to do more damage in the NCAA?
I think this team has been more consistent. I mean, last year definitely had some components that we'll miss, but at the same time, we are a little more deeper this year, And throughout the season, we haven't had many letdowns. We've really done well about pulling things out, being a more mature team. So I believe that we will go farther.
You guys have had 10 minutes to enjoy this. Let's talk more about the NCAA tournament. Do you have any ideas, any thoughts on tournament seeding? Where you guys think you should be, where you hope to be?
Well, we didn't really think about that until, we didn't really know what was going to happen this weekend. We wanted to really focus on this weekend and make sure that we got that automatic bid rather than waiting to see if we even are in the tournament. So I'm sure we'll start thinking about it now, but we have a couple weeks to think about that.
Good answer.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you, Heather and Courtney.
Enjoy yourselves. We just kind of reiterated what we wanted to do to start the game. They did a nice job against us on the boards the second time we played them, and that was one of the areas that we really wanted to focus on in this game, and I thought they did a great job in the first half. I think all but 6 or 7 of their points came from either the free throw line or on second chances. So we did a really good job in our half-court defense. So we just kind of, talked about that a little bit. We didn't zone. We didn't get ourselves as spread out in the second half as we did in the first. But no, nothing really magical. I'd like to say that I made some adjustment here or there, but not really. We decided to trap the ball screens a lot more in the second half, but I'm not so sure that led, to a lot. I just thought we played better defense, started getting rebounds, and when we get rebounds, we're pretty good in transition. Well, this has been a special group. Yeah, I knew we would be good. I really did. Last year, we lost 2 seniors, both of whom were important players and components to our team. Neither were really productive as far as, numbers on the court. But I think it's often forgotten. We missed Tiffany Shives last year. She only played 10 games. And so to have her back and have that three-point element, someone who can really stretch the defense, that was big. And then a secondary person like Caitlin Redmond who can create her own shot. Those were 2 really key components that we didn't have last year at this time. So I figured that they were going to really give us a different dynamic and make us a lot better team. And so, yeah, I think this is a team that's better suited to continue to play.
Talk about the added component of Kayla Stanley.
Oh.
At one point, 11 rebounds in 9 minutes. She gets her money's worth out there. What aspect of her style of play leads to that?
Well, the first thing you notice about her is she's just so athletic. I mean, she is a phenomenal athlete, can jump, can run the floor. I think she played 32 minutes in this tournament and had 24, 25 rebounds. That's pretty good production. Now, when she's playing 30 minutes next year, that's going to be pretty impressive. But she's just playing behind 2 great players. Vivian and Heather are terrific players. So, she's just that great third post. I am really happy for her. I'm excited for her. I think having a great tournament like this is just going to give her a ton of confidence for the future as she becomes our go-to player inside. Yes, sir.
How do you react to there's been talk that your team might be the best in league history?
Oh, that's for others to judge, I guess. You know what? I've been around this league for a long time and coached the only 2 other teams that went undefeated in regular season play, and both of those teams lost in the championship game. This team is the first team to go undefeated in both the regular season and win the tournament. The way we did it has been very impressive. I'm not going to lie. What I'm most proud of, and I think this is where we are on a level all by ourselves, we never really had an off game. We came every night to play, knowing that we'd get everybody's best, and we passed every test. And that's difficult to do. I think people just see the scores and they say, well, it's another 30 or 40-point blowout. That's not easy. That's not easy to do through a round robin and then in a tournament where I think there was a lot of pressure on this team to perform.